Good morning, everybody. It is March 16. So today is going to probably be a bit of a variety day. We got a couple of things to do. So it's going to be a variety day, but it's also going to have one major emphasis. So I have a little bit of stuff to take over to the compost pile. Val got a bunch of these buckets from work, so I'm going to take those down to the nursery area. I've got a pit to fill if I so choose, that I dug that they passed, and just fiddling around here and there as I check on the worms and things like that. It did rain 2 days ago, and I think a little bit yesterday morning. So I knew it was going to be a mud pit. As you can see, it is muddy there, mud puddle. So, and we got some over here on where I put the pipe in the other day, the new pad. So, I just knew it wasn't going to work for for working in. So I made a trip to a box store called Home Depot and a couple other places to get some things for the power pole that's way down here. Boy, that's turned out to be a something I wasn't expecting. I'm just finding out all kinds of new stuff that I didn't know. I should have put everything on that post before I ever installed it. I didn't know all these things that I'm responsible for. You learn as you go. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. We'll figure it out, hopefully. And then the other thing that's the main thing I want to focus on is we have bought ourselves half of a cow, and I need to buy a freezer, and we would like a stand-up one. And I guessed at an idea with this wood to come over here and design something as something to go around here on the trailer. I need a wall here and a wall here. These brackets here don't fit anything perfectly like your standard like 2x4s or 2x3s or whatever. So I'm gonna have to do some shimmying and trimming and things like that. But I'd like to at least have this wall up today. And then I'll have something to strap to and put against. I was going to do plywood or something like that, but I don't want something that's majorly wind resistant at the moment. So, and I want something I can put in and take out and make it transformable really easily. So I didn't get any brackets or anything like that to strap everything together, because I got to take it one step at a time. I'm totally feeling this out. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'll just figure it out as I go. But I knew I wouldn't really know what brackets to use to hold things together until it kind of landed in one spot and I see what I'm doing. So, all right, I have jibber jabbered enough. Let's get to work. Alright guys, I came over here to check out the nursery little area here. I'm not even going to go inside because there's been plenty of rain. It does not need to be watered. You can see some of the green. Things are growing. Spring is coming. Look at these trees. Pretty cool. This one's popping. Lots of things growing. This little area is not doing so hot. We do have, it looks like some, I think there's strawberries coming up right there, a couple of strawberries. But we had some We have asparagus in there, and the tops of them were poking out. Val thought we were supposed to completely cover them with dirt, so a few days ago, or last time we were both out here, what day was that, when the auger broke, I threw some dirt on, a little thicker dirt on there, so it'll be covered. Check on my worms. Haven't checked on them in quite a while, actually. Could be a good thing or a bad thing. They might be happy that I haven't bugged them in a while. That's kind of looking good. Looks like they're breaking some stuff down. There's some stuff still left. There's a worm. Oh, where are they? Oh, there's a worm. Oh, I see some worms there. All right, they're still, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them there. All right, they're still doing well. There's one over here. All right, good stuff. I brought the compost today, a little bit of compost. I was hoping that these guys would have a little bit more done. I guess only 100 worms, they don't do much, you know? I guess I'm expecting it to go faster than it should. Check out my moisture content in here. Oh, it's still pretty decent in there. That's good. See my pH the other day, it was a little bit alkaline. And we're sitting right at 7 now, looks like. Yeah, sitting at 7. Alright, looks like we're good. I'm not going to add any water. I'm not going to add anything. This thing's very self-maintaining once it gets going, I guess. They've been wanting those worms to go faster than they're going, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I was just looking to add some more compost to that today to give them something to eat, but there's still stuff in there. I guess you need a lot more worms to get a lot more done, you know, more quickly. Looks like they're all alive. I don't see anything dead in there. They're moving around. Moisture's good, pH is good, so we're just going to leave them for now. But I'm hoping that here in a week or two, hopefully, maybe I can add that next layer up and have them start migrating up and see that happen. That'd be cool. Okay guys, I saw this when I drove in a while ago. Where my post is and where I dug out, because of the rain and because I've dug out, it's starting to kind of wash out. So I'm gonna take the front loader and scoot back up a little bit, and then I'm gonna make just a lightweight retaining wall. It's not going to be anything much, but it'll help a little bit. I'm just going to pound a little piece of plywood in right there, some OSB, just to keep stuff from running completely out. Okay, it's a little tiny retaining wall. I just thought, hey, you know, I had a little piece of this wood left over. Instead of everything kind of coming out, as this dirt kind of falls due to weather, it'll catch here, start building up. So I think it'll help a little bit. So that'll I don't know. I just felt like when they come out to inspect, they'll think that this is a little bit too close to the edge, even though it's 4 feet down. This will make it look a little bit more reinforced. I am going to get to this trailer, but I'm just trying to do a couple little things first. So I think I'm going to head down here to the pit and fill that in with dirt, and then we'll get to this trailer. Okay guys, I am working on this trailer here. I haven't been filming it because I don't know what I'm doing. So there would be not much to, wouldn't be much content. So what I've done is, somehow these 2x4s that I bought, 2 of them, were only 7 foot 9 inches instead of 8 footers, which is weird. But I'm like, instead of taking them back, I'm just going to use them. They're still in good condition, whatever. So what I'm having to do is, I'm using the jigsaw to cut. As you can see, they have to get cut a little bit. So the 2x4 doesn't fit in there. So I usually have to round the corners a little bit and cut off a little bit here. This one comes off a little bit easier. I don't like the fact that they come out really easily, and the fact that it kind of makes them feel flippity floppy, like they're not going to hold a lot. But at the same time, I'm going to be reinforcing them with railing, and I want to be able to take the railing off pretty easy. This is probably my most solid piece. So these are 2x3s that I've had to use. And most likely the front I don't need to take off usually. But again, as you can see, I've just carved it around. It's not beautiful or anything because I'm not a woodworker. So I have these 2 more here. I'm going to cut this 2x4s, put that there. And then I'm going to make railing with the 2x3s. And I'll just have to decide. I'm still trying to decide if I want to lower this or not. What I did is I made sure it went below here so it wouldn't be able to push out this way. So I don't think it would make it any stronger to go lower. And so the more height you have, sometimes that's kind of better. And so these are 8 footers and these are 7 foot 9. So as you can see, because of the way the trailer sits too, these are already lower than this. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and trim this more and drop this down to even with the 2x4. So it could go straight across and be even. So I'm debating that, and that's something that could always be done later if I don't like this and I'm like, oh, I'm getting tired of seeing it not look good, or it just doesn't look right. But it might be okay. I don't know. The problem is whatever I decide, I'll probably be having the railings go straight across. So if I changed my mind on this and then wanted to drop it, then I'd need to move all my railings. I think once I get all this together, I've just got so much on my plate, so much going on, that it's going to be kind of left unfinished. But the plan would be eventually to sand it and paint them or lacquer them or something to give them protection. I kind of like the idea of making them black, just because they would go just spray paint them black or something, and then they would match the trailer. But I don't know, probably lacquering them would help them last longer. But honestly, the 2x4s, the wood right now, it doesn't cost that much. Maybe in the future it will again, like it did before. But I think it'll be all right for now. Anyway, I just want to get it up. I want to get it on, figure it out. Again, I haven't been videoing because I'm not a woodworker. I'm not good at it. I just kind of fiddle around with it and trim at it until it fits. All right, guys, a little trial and error and just fiddling around and trying to play this by ear and do something, then undo it and redo it and do it a different way. So this is what we ended up with, what I ended up with for now. Got 9 2x3s. And I needed 10 because I didn't really know what I was doing or how I was going to do it. I did not have it drawn out. I didn't know how far apart I was going to put these from here. I started out at 16, and then, like I said, for some reason these weren't 8 footers. They were 7 foot 9. Bizarre. Anyway, so this is how it turned out. I can lower these at some point if I want. I still need to get something. I'm trying to develop an idea to go here, just get angle irons or brackets and put those there, and that would secure the whole thing. Except for I was wanting this a little bit more, be able to take it apart. So I'm having to choose. I think I'm going to have to choose if I get something that I can take apart real easy without a screwdriver. I'm going to have a little play like this all the time. Whereas if I put it together, it'd make the whole thing real sturdy. This is a little bit, it's not bad. It's pretty strong, but, and I would put something here, but I don't know. I think I am going to have to, as I'm talking about it, I may just have to put some angle brackets in there. That way it gives it rigidity and sturdiness. Whereas if I want to make it real easy to take apart, it's gonna not be as sturdy, and it's gonna be just depending on this at the bottoms. So yeah, I don't know. We'll decide. I'll decide, and then eventually I'll be taking these deck screws back out and center more, or put 2 bolts so it's more secure, and then sanding it all, take it back out, sand it, and paint it or stain it or something would be an idea to do. Trying to get me to do that while I have plenty of other things to do. Oof, I don't know how much of a priority it is. I mean, I want it to last. I don't know, we'll see. A lot of things on my plate. At least now I can, it's good enough to go in and get something if I need to load something and attach it to one of these or to the brackets or whatever. I can have it nice and strong. All right, guys, I forgot that I was actually running my generator down here. A couple of my batteries went dead while I was working on that project, and I had 2 more. So I just came in here, and those were charged, the ones that I put to start. And I'm charging those. I could take them home and charge them, but like I've said before, the gas in that generator is pretty old. I'd actually like to use it up. Still has 15 hours or something on there. Yeah. Almost 15 hours left to charge, like those type of things. So I'm going to leave that going for a little bit. And I don't think I need this backhoe now. So I'm going to go take that off. Okay, guys, I'm doing my best to document a little bit more on the backhoe, getting it out, getting it off. First, you want to get this guy lined up. There we go. So it doesn't twist and turn on you. We're going to put this guy down. We're going to drop our outriggers, our legs. Put these guys on. This is where it gets challenging, so we got to get these out. That's what's the hard part, is getting the weight off of them. Figuring out, since I'm at an angle, it doesn't just like come out really easy. It's hard to figure it out. So we're going to lift this up a little bit, see if that does the trick. Let's see if I do one of these things here. So I'm going to adjust that around until I get it off. There's no need in recording every little move that I make to try to get that off. Alright, I was able to get the pins out. I had to encourage them with a hammer, and then I found a sweet spot finally. Whatever angle this is, and then they came out by hand. So I think now we just put these feet up and it raises that off the tractor. Where we're connected down there at the bottom. We'll come off of there. Okay. And then we pull forward to get off of that. You know what? Let me readjust adjust this. I played around with it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. This brakes on. See why I don't show this all the time? Now, while your hydraulics are still connected, oh boy, I need to back that up just a bit. The idea now is to just kind of lower this guy down. We're going to lower it down to this bricks here. It's this guy right here. He gets underneath this bar sometimes. I don't like this. This is a little bit more than last time. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I need to let that out a little bit more. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that up off of there just a tad. It'll end up finding its way down there eventually. Yeah, that's all good. Then you have to turn your tractor off, because when you disconnect your, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this here or not. It's hard to be able to show you this. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this. I'll show what I can get. I don't know what I can get here. These won't go on and off if the tractor is running. That's what I have figured out. I think it's too much pressure or something. Now you're all hooked up. Awesome. Now we can go. I usually take these tarps, get blown all over the place. And I try to protect the backhoe a little bit since it's got controls on it and stuff. All right, done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and probably try to put the box scraper on, but remember we had this makeshift cotter pin that I made out of just to cut some wire, which is probably just as good. I bought some more cotter pins here and I'm going to see if they work. They are stronger than the wire that I used. Let me see if they'll go. They had one size smaller than this. Yep, this is what it takes. There you go. All right. So that's actually something we're going to do at the end. I got to move all this stuff out of the way so I can start hooking stuff on here for the 3-point. I'll go ahead and try to put this on a time lapse, see if I can get it done in that amount of time. I fight it a lot of time, but we'll see. Alright, you guys, are good luck out there in YouTube land. That didn't go too bad. That was one of my better times, and it took me a little time there to get the cotter pin in. Down there. That's all good to go, a new one. And everything else seemed to hook up pretty decently. So now you have an idea of what it's like to have to take backhoe off and put that box scraper on. I don't know, it's probably down here 15-20 minutes. Not bad for this generator. What was I down there, 15-20 minutes, whatever, to change the implements. I already charged my batteries. That's pretty good. All right, guys, it's about 4:30. We'll wrap it up for the day. I will be going probably to Home Depot in the morning and getting a couple of more of those 2x3s so I can finish up that trailer. And it can be done and ready to pick up me a freezer. And may get Roger to come out here tomorrow. Ask him if he can. He said he could. Just tell him what day and what time. And help me finish up that pad. Get it flattened out and stuff. And it's good for him to just check in once in a while out here too and see what I've done and make suggestions and things like that. So, yeah, he'll hopefully come out tomorrow, help me with that pad, get it squared away. Then I can string it and I can start getting the foundation stuff ready for it. And now that I got the trailer, I can actually go buy anything I need, all the cement block and stuff, carry that if I want. Pretty cool. All right, guys, we'll see you when I see you. Next time I'm out. That's when I'll see you, the next time I'm out.